Well, spring is upon us. Look at all this cow hair coming out over here. She's shedding her winter coat. She's probably going to go from her more reddish and darkish appeal back to her more light tan, small appeal. So it's a good sign. This is our cow Penny. We're looking good at her little face.
Hey, Pin.
Good Jersey face. If you're ever driving by a field of Herefords, look at them real close, man. They got creepy eyes, creepy, beady little eyes. Now that's you. Good for a meat animal, I guess. But here she is.
So I learned this the other day. If you find this triangle on their side, this is where you can touch on their left side. On their left side, you can touch it to feel their rumen. And if they have good rumen fill, it should feel like a stress ball.
Feel the fill.
Yep, feel the fill.
That's where.
And it feels like a stress ball.
Part of the stomach. I don't know which one it is. That's where the word ruminate comes from. Let me ruminate on it. Show them the fence real fast. So, if you're ever thinking of getting a cow, we've had this one for like half a year.
Oh no, a whole year now.
Year and a half. We got her in.
No, we got her in September.
We got her in September.
But we got this fence in March.
Yeah,
or
so we've
April.
had the fence for a year. We've only had the cow for half a year. But we got her through the winter time, which is the hardest time. And we really enjoy her. But my advice to you is start with something smaller. You can't see them in this shot because they're over there on the other lot. But we started a year ago with one ewe and her 4 lambs.
Ewe lambs.
Ewe lambs. And then we got a ram lamb. And so we started smaller, and even before that we had goats. So we didn't just jump right into a cow, which I don't recommend. You can sort of just like manhandle a goat or a sheep, and you can put them in the back seat of your Honda Accord or your trunk of your Toyota. What was that thing that we had?
I was about to say it, but then you asked me.
Man, it was the really
Tercel.
Little one. Tercel. In the trunk of, you can put a goat in the trunk of your Tercel, but a cow, you know, you're gonna need to have like a trailer and something to pull the trailer around in, and to get their feed, you know, you can just get sacks of feed for the smaller mammals, but you need bigger ones. So what I'm trying to say is start smaller before you move into cattle. You can test the fence. You know, we tested this fence out. We had this lot, half block, whatever, to put our animals in. When we just had the sheep, and then we acquired the like half block behind this one, and then we got the cow. So you don't want to jump too far into cattle, I would say, first. But we've had the cattle, and we really enjoy it. And we managed to raise one little calf up to weaned and, I don't know, 6 months old or 9 months old or something. He's a little ornery guy. Porter, we call him, but we named him Porterhouse and started calling him Porter. But because he would drink so much milk, he would drink all of her milk, we call him Porter. But he's raised up good, and then we got him like a stepbrother a month later, and we raised him up and sold him, and that guy bought the next 1,000 pounds of feed for her and the next 3 little calves, which is the new learning curve we're having now, is keeping little calves alive. We enjoy it, right?
Oh, she wants to scratch her head.
Oh yeah, scratch her head. Well, we like it, right?
Oh yeah.
She's a Jersey milk cow. We got her from a dairy. We got her when she was 2 years old.
And she had just had her first calf.
And like 2 months into her first lactation, and had just had her first calf. So basically at the very, very beginning of her whole career, and through the hardest parts, because apparently their first calving is hard, and like someone else already trained her about how, and somebody online said something about these dairy princesses and this price tag to match, and she was more expensive than, she was a couple of $100s more expensive than the other ones on Craigslist, but I would say save up your extra $200 or $300 because, I mean, look at her, man. I can lead her around on a rope like easier than I can lead my dogs. So she's really
And she's pregnant from AI. Our local vet AI'd her, and she's due in October.
And she has really good genetics. She comes from Porsche, who was like the national jersey of the year, I don't know, 2 or 3 years in a row or something. And so that may matter. Like I said, I've only been in cattle for 6 months, and before that it was goats, and you know, you just kind of have the goat, whatever. But all right, she's getting a little antsy. We're supposed to be giving her grain and milking her and stuff.
And we gotta let the calf nurse.
Yeah.
So this little guy hasn't been feeling too good. We've been treating him with Probias and some Scour Stop with some yogurt and slippery elm. So we'll see how he's doing today. He's getting better. Yesterday he was his
really
back
unsteady.
legs are still weak.
But he can nurse on his own.
Yeah, he can nurse, which is worth really thankful for.
And it looks like this time he might even be able to stand up.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Gotta help him steady himself a little bit. He can still drink on his own. Thank you, baby.
Come on.
He's definitely more steadier today than he was yesterday. And the day before that. See, I'm not actually touching him.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing up on his own.
Yesterday he would just fall over.
Yeah. We got some. Everyone's going to give us tons of suggestions, so you should tell them what we're currently doing.
I did. Well, I said we're doing the calf scour stop and slippery elm bark and yogurt and Probias.
And that other yellow stuff they gave us.
Oh yeah, it's like an electrolyte thing.
Some sort of nutrient dense whatever, and some sort of illin.
I got a shot of that yesterday.
Bacitrillin, I don't know. It's not penicillin, but it's some sort of cousin of penicillin.
No.
Some sort of psyllin or illin.
Yep, so he's getting better. He's a lot better than he was yesterday.
We're giving him like 5 or 6 different interventions.
His butt doesn't look like it did yesterday, so that's good.
There's definitely some sort of learning curve and best practices with calves that we've not achieved yet.
This is only our second year with calves, and last year it was really easy.
We got 2 good strong boys that basically just latched onto her, and
look at
one of the guys had
milk is in that one.
Yeah, it's just leaking out.
One of the guys had Casey had Casey Strip or New York Strip if he's acting fancy. He had scours for a while, but he didn't ever get like too weak, and he could always just nurse, and eventually he got through it with her. Porterhouse never really had those issues, but this go around, we got some calves, and then it was too cold, and they froze, so we got to figure out something warmer for them. Maybe set up a heat lamp or something. And then this guy.
Yeah, we bought like 6 calves, and all of them was $60.
Yeah, so that's
and all of them died.
That's not as good.
We've lost 4 out of 5.
Yeah. And we only had to buy 2 of them, right?
One we traded a jumpy sheep for 3 of them.
Which I guess is like some barter action that I could get behind.
Yeah. And
and he's one of those.
After he's through the sickness, we'll go ahead and get another one because she produces more milk than just one calf can drink. And we like to separate them at night and milk in the morning.
And have the option of being able to just leave the calves on her if we don't want to have to mess with milk.
Don't put rope on me, please.
Make sure you release. There you go. Now squeeze again. Yep, now squeeze it and then release it. Good. Yeah, squeeze it. Well, you squeeze it and then let it go, and now squeeze again. Squeeze it. Good. Now let it go. Now squeeze it again. Good. You are doing it. So you can just squeeze it and let it go, and squeeze it and let it go. Good job, Tirsa. There you go. Yeah, see, and then you let it go a little, and then you squeeze it. Just squeeze it, Tirsa. That's probably your best bet. There you go. See, you're doing it. Good.
Oh my gosh, Papa, feel how soft this is. Since I washed it.
Hey, maybe stop brushing so we don't get hairs in the milk for right now.
Okay, well, feel how soft this is and warm.
Ooh, very soft. Yeah, very sleek. It's got good fur. Good coat. Pick that brush up. Put it in your pocket or something. Those are the minor nobles of the farmyard.
Did you find the place, Michael? Oh yeah, doing some over there.
They get to have things after the queen has already had them. But they help spread out the cow pies into like a nice wide spread. And I figure it's probably similar to messing around in the side of a pond milk or something for them.
I found it for you.
Gotta keep them separate from the water though.
Whatever you want, deep into the door.
Watch out. Those two, yeah, don't be digging in the dirt near Penny.
Oh, he's walking a little bit.
Oh.
What's this? Papa.
Oh, he's standing up and taking a couple steps. Little baby ones.
That's a lot
But he's
better
doing
than
it.
he was able to do yesterday.
Yeah, and the day before that where he could just like lay. This is Agnes and Broken Nose, aka the general and the lady. They're finally a couple, as you can see. And this is Lucy and Brucey, who are our longest standing couple. They've already had, I think, 2 batches of eggs. One batch of eggs.
They hatched out 10 last year.
They hatched out 10 last year. And we hatched out some too, but our dog ate them. They're a good couple.
And while she was setting, Brucey adopted some that I hatched out of the incubator.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta get back to milking. I got work to do. There we go. Aha. Sweet. Milk and View.
It looks just
Ooh,
white.
what's this? Yeah,
He's
no.
15.
It's
You
clear.
got something
That's
gross
good.
in there.
It's a piece of leaf.
This is oil. Should I brush him?
Yes.
Sure.
This is ours. Yeah, that's a good stick. It's like a little.
No, Michael found.
Michael didn't find it for you, found it?
No,
She got
did
pretty
find
small
it, too.
teeth, but they should grow
He did not
with
find
her subsequent lactations. Lengthen at least.
it. Not right now. Let Papa do it. Stripping them like this definitely makes them longer because for the first few months I only milked on one side and Naomi only milked on one side.
And I stripped a lot, and so my
And I didn't, like, never
my
strip.
side was longer.
And then I noticed that hers was longer, which is why she's on that side now.
coming over.
Hey, you want to get some more milk?
Can we let him have more? Can we let him have it?
Yeah. Oh, there he goes.
There you
He's
go, little
one.
money.
Gotta share a Pete with the calf.
He's shooting in.
Hey, no, you can't have mine.
He isn't. He's getting that back one. There he goes.
Sometimes, if you're having trouble with having your cow let down, if you bring the calf in, then she'll have a nice let down for you. Nope. Nice.
You're right on it, dude.
He's trying to take mine.
No, he isn't. He's trying to get this one. He's just like, I don't know. Doesn't know the angle or something. There you go, dude. There he goes. Now he got a good latch on it. I'm trying to learn how to see this calf as not this small calf, this $60, 60-pound bunch of work to do, but to see him as what he is in the end, as his end product. You know, he's like a year's worth of meat for somebody's family, or 4 quarters of meat for, you know, whoever, or, you know, he's however much money 4 quarters of meat is, or a whole calf is, or whatever. So that's what I gotta look at him as. He's not even porker, you know. Porker's not even porker yet. This is like a calf. Is like a 2-year-old, 1-year-old steer seed or something. I don't know.
Hey, Pen.
Hey, watch out. The boys named him Money.
Because right now he's little money.
Yeah, but when he grows, he'll grow into big money.
He's their calf. They bought him.
Yeah, he's coming and getting some milk too because he's sick and he needs more nutrients. And he walked all the way over here to get it, so that's a good sign. Plus this way he'll get some cream too. The cream comes at the top. It rises to the top in the cow even. Oh, also I figured out a thing. Milk this way tastes way different, but it especially tastes different warm. Warm milk from the store, kind of weird. Kind of a funky beverage. Warm milk from a cow, that's a good thing right there. Not like, and I'm not talking straight from the cow. My kids do that, but I mean, like, you know, you got the glass of milk or whatever, you're sitting there watching a show or playing a game or something, and it starts warming up, and it's like, when I got like a half full cup of half warm or warm milk from the store, I would just, I'm not gonna drink this, I'd throw it out. But this stuff, it's like, I think about it because here I am squirting it out. Like, here's the last few squirts of cream coming out. So when I'm looking at that cup of milk, I'm like, dude, that's you out there milking that stuff out, squirting those little squirts. So you might as well drink this stuff. Plus, you know, it's 1 or 2 days old. And then I drink it, I'm like, it's kind of good right there. That's a tasty beverage, man. A glass of warm milk before bed. All right.
What is this?
That looks like, is it really, really sticky?
Yeah.
Did it come out of one of the cedar trees? That's sap, is what that is. Stick it together. Yeah, it's a different type. Because it comes from an evergreen tree, we can't make syrup, but it lights on fire, and I think they used to make pitch out of it or something. That's okay. Well, he can have that one then. I wasn't using it. Or maybe I can grab some more of this one. There's not very much left. We can let him have the rest if he's going to be up and moving. And there you go. Maybe like a gallon or a gallon and a half. What's the deal, Yom? 15 minutes of actually pulling on the teats. Half an hour or an hour of getting ready. That's...
Well, if you just mosey about like we like to do, then
yeah.
it takes us a long time.
If you do it, if you get down to business. Let's get down to business.
Here at work, it takes me 20 minutes to milk.
To get milk
Leaving the house to come back.
from the cow. 20 minutes? Leaving the house to coming back and milking it. You cannot eat that sap. But you can use it, you can gather it all up and use it to make fire with, or light it on fire. Yeah, it only takes, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes of actually pulling.
This is her
It's a
treat after
blend.
milking. Oh, watch out for that milk.
Treat after milking and extra supplemental nutrition. And this is a, minor nobles don't get to eat the clean stuff, and they definitely don't get to put their poop beaks up into the food. Get back. You know how the rules are. Broken nose is like, no, get up. This is one of the pieces that I want to figure out how to replace. Maybe if we could grow enough like sorghum cane and chop it all up into silage or something. Yes, because the thing you got to consider is, like, in Yahweh's system, just in the wild, the mama cow would be giving birth ideally like in the springtime when you got all of the nutrition and the green grass and all that sort of stuff to feed her for her maximum milk production. And then as the feed and the availability of the fodder went down, her demand would go down until the winter, when it would be basically gone and she would dry up. But since we're trying to get her to produce her maximum amount for us, you know, every day, we need to make sure she's getting that top level of nutrition every day. Hence the dairy ration that we currently buy with bits and pieces from all over, cottonseed meal from the south and this and that. But you know, something more sustainable is what I'm wondering about. Sorghum cane or something. Now Lucy and Brucey are coming over. They want to get the scraps. All right, we've been jaw-jacking you guys for long enough. The whole milking and the little follow-up. Shalom, y'all.